Welcome back, dear readers, to another issue of the Indigo Insider. We resume our coverage of the great city of Rumblank. To call the Claw Quarter rough and tumble would certainly be putting it gently, to say the least. Though Rumplankers are a benevolent bunch as a rule, the City of Color is still home to its fair share of rabble-rousers and rule-breakers, many of whom dwell in what is arguably Rumplank's most dangerous district. Here, the unwary pedestrian is as likely to be pickpocketed by thieving children as they are to run afoul of territorial pirate gangs. Confidence artists, false priests, and charlatans dot every corner along the filthy, winding streets of the Claw Quarter. As if its typical residents weren't dissuasive enough, Claw Quarter's inland location also makes it the locus of Rumblank's foulest weather patterns, a muggy, drizzly, and perpetually overcast microclimate. If it's so rough, then you might wonder, why does anyone ever visit the Claw Quarter at all? But for all its hazards, Claw Quarter is also home to some of Rumplank's most colorful, creative, and even lovely venues. Fortune tellers and mentalists, street performers who tame sharks and wrestle octopuses, artisans who craft magic candles and dazzling feather dyes. All these and more make their livings in the tenement buildings and gathering halls along the Crooked Terrace. To the south, where the main street turns into the infamous Rum Row, the brave and the foolish alike can attempt to purchase some of Rumplank's distilled exports straight from the source. While to the west, those with strong stomachs can quite possibly find their fortunes floating among the detritus of Iron Salt Cove. As in all places, the truth of Claw Quarter lies somewhere between the two extreme narratives. On any given street, one is apt to discover an illegal blood mouse fighting ring on one side and a benevolent orphanage on the other. For those who don't mind contending with the occasional swarm of blood mice, violent alleyway mugger, or lurching mound of living trash, Claw Quarter can be a lively and exciting place to spend one's time.
Everybody, welcome back to the 25 North podcast. It's been a bit. Well, for us, at least, recording. It's been a bit. Hey, good news, guys. I am done with my last chemo session.
Hell
yeah. Yeah. Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy sucks. And I'm done with it. And I'm glad.
Super excited.
Yeah, I just need to wait to get some scan results back when I get rescanned in a few weeks. But yeah, prognosis is looking good.
The mustache is already coming back.
Yeah. Yep. Facial hair starting to come back. My legs are still bare.
Won't be long till your long flowing locks grow back too.
Right. No, those are gone.
Complete reset.
Come on. You had those beautiful Fabian style locks before.
Yeah. No, my legs are still bare, hoping the leg hair comes back, but we'll see. But yeah, Rachel, how is Epic the Musical for you?
I've been listening to it way too much. Like most things in my life, I either do them not at all or to exclusion. So, yep, too much, and now it's stuck in my brain, and now I have to just force it on everybody else around me. So,
what is your favorite song?
Favorite? I don't know. I've got several that I added to other playlists, but yeah.
I like the first time you hear Poseidon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good moment.
Yeah, it's Ruthlessness.
Yeah. I say that's the other problem is I don't know the names of things. I can't
That's super
say the
fair.
name of a track. But
I didn't realize that the dude did it for a senior thesis.
Yeah, it was like
Really?
a full project that he crowdsourced out through social media, like TikTok and Facebook and stuff for all the individual roles, and
Yeah.
has put it all together at this point. It's a whole thing.
It was like either like he was I think Juilliard, was it that he was
Yeah,
a
one of
student at?
the major like performing arts, the animation crossover class kind of things. He was a
Yeah.
singer or a playwright or something along those lines.
Yeah, I think it was musical
I read a
theater.
whole thing about it. Yeah, it's impressive.
Super
It was well
impressive.
done.
9 EPs total. 9 EPs, 40 songs. But you know what else is impressive? Our list of Patreon donors. I've been saying this for the last, I don't know how many recordings, is that we'd get a list, and I am going to go through and thank our supporters. So, here we go, starting from the top. Thank you to, I don't know if you guys want to do something after I say each name or not, but I'm going to pause after each name.
there's
Thank
a
you.
slide whistle.
Thank you to Caleb.
Our OG patron, I think,
Yep.
or at
So-
least our longest standing.
Thank you to Christine. Cold Brew Crit, also known as Jeff, also known as Herald of Rumplank during the intros.
Just a supporter, but and a friend of the show, but actually
Yep.
part of the show.
Thank you to Ellie, also not just a supporter, a friend of the show and part of the show.
Murderer of player.
And murderer of Corey.
It's important to note that Ellie kills people. Just
Yeah.
as a side note.
And Ellie's creature that she designed for the Battle Zoo competition was the one that killed Corey's first character.
I really liked Rizrick. He was going to go places.
Thank you to Finder, friend of the show and friend of all the shows, like in every Discord.
Fact.
Thank you to Luna, MBNR, so monkeys, bears, and robots. Sam, the GM of Jeff's podcast. They play Iron Gods, Pathfinder First Edition. Mr. Bedgar, thank you. Quandary, thank you. Robin, thank you. Tyler, also known as Eek, also known as Davy Jones.
And sad.
And
Sad.
Sad the Goblin.
Mhm.
Thank you to Gold Rhino, Jessica, Rachel's sister,
Sister.
Walter, David, Kenneth, and Sebastian. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting the show.
all of you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys make this happen. And also shout out to Weber Victor, who supports not through Patreon, but through our Ko-Fi.
And at the same time, Sean over at Eldritch Stream.
Yes. And Sean at Eldritch Stream, and Robbie for doing the music.
Yeah. Robbie Whiplash.
Robbie Whiplash. And yeah, it's because of this we got the show going, and we've been able to keep going. And we will continue to go once we wrap up, because we don't have a whole lot more left. I think maybe 10 or 12 episodes. And then
You know,
we're
another
done.
Yeah, getting down to the end. This is the point where we go through one or two characters real quick. So get ready, everyone.
Don't say that. I believe in us. I think we're gonna live.
We're going to walk into this cave that we've approached, and an ooze is going to drop on one of us, and we're done. That person's dead.
We
That's
already
how
did that
it
kind
works.
of death, though. We need
Just
something
walk right into a gelatinous cube.
Yep.
Just
It happens.
walk right into it. But no, last episode, it's funny you mentioned that, because last episode we nearly did have somebody die when you guys were fighting the Vitavore. That thing was nasty.
That was mean. I lived,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, it hurt. Coming back, some of us are pretty banged up, but I think its parts were worthwhile for some of us more than others, and that made it worthwhile.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I stole those parts to make my cards better.
Honestly,
you're
good
up
for
to,
you.
is it a persistent D6 instead of a persistent D2 now or
That
something like
sounds
that?
right. I wrote it down a week ago and haven't looked, but that sounds
Yeah, I
right.
remember reading it and going, yeah, that's a notable upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know what the actual weapon damage is now, so I can upgrade that.
Yeah, I imagine at this point, Sylph can probably do more damage consistently than Zaba can.
I don't know. I think so. The damage is an additional 1 damage and then a D6 of persistent damage. But I mean, that all depends on whether or not the persistence stays on. Zaba gets his extra damage every time he hits. So
That's true. That's true. Zaba is good at hitting things when he hit things, which unfortunately is not as often as I'd like.
Listen, it
it's-
happens.
So 2 bonus damage and then a 1d6 of bludgeoning damage.
just one bonus damage and 1d6 persistent. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I said that in a confusing way.
Yeah, you said an additional, so I was like, oh, okay.
Sorry, addition. Yeah. Where's your heart?
All right. Yeah, so Syl upgraded their cards. Awesome. That
Yeah.
has been taken care of.
Yeah, that Vitafor, it messed us up, but we pillaged its body. Syl managed to get better cards out of it, and we carried on our way. And did
Did
we
we
get
get-
beyond?
And
Did
you,
we get Timothy's gun out of the water?
Right. A gun.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also going to be
Did we grab
frantically
it?
healing everybody while things go on.
yeah. I'm assuming that during the rest of this trek, you're managing to heal everybody up as much as you possibly can because you're following tracks that lead you right to the cavern.
I need that.
Is this multiple hours? Can we just assume that we're all at full, or do you want us to roll it all out?
Yeah, we can assume that you're at full. I'm not
That'd be
gonna.
awesome, actually.
Then you can get rid of your wounded condition.
My wounded condition?
Yep,
Yeah.
I got rid of it.
Damn it.
Yeah, because as you follow through with these tracks, you were made aware that there was the cavern that, if you remember, the cavern was said to be the home of a Drake. If you remember that.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
because I
There
said
was-
him and Vesuviac could be friends.
Yes.
The Sapphire Drake, Elushirexa, the Azure Inferno. Yeah, so you find the cavern that supposedly belongs to it. Now, what I will say is that the cavern, the entrance to this cavern appears to have these deep grooves that lead into it or out of it, because the eaves of the cavern entrance are made of these carved rock formations, and the carved rocks all sparkle blue and red. So any kind of light that shines or that catches on them, they start to sparkle. So this entire cavern's walls all have this like gem-like quality. And then you see inside there's a pair of grooves that are carved into the floor. They're about 5 feet apart, and they seem to just be parallel and never more, never less than 5 feet apart. And countless muddy footprints are coming in and out of this cavern. So it's obvious here that there's been recent activity, especially with the downpour that you guys also experienced.
Seems like the right place.
Yeah. Definitely seems like it.
I mean, I can attempt to... I didn't my health fix. I can attempt to sneak up if we want. I know that hasn't historically been our best method, but it's worth a shot.
If you're feeling sneaky,
Yeah.
how far back you want this to stay?
I mean, you know, if Vesuviac could stay outside of, listening range, that'd be great.
Alright, we'll stay outside of the cave.
Yeah. I mean, you can come a little closer if you want, Zaba. I know you're fairly sneaky, but otherwise, I'll be fine. Timothy, you should stay way back,
Okay.
just so you don't die.
Oh, that's fair.
I will start sneaking.
All right, roll me that secret stealth.
And I'm going to follow, but I'm going to let at least like 40 feet. And I'm only going to go as far as this first bend in the cave, which appears to be about 45 feet in.
Okay.
I'll also give you a secret stealth.
All right. Great. as you can move your token up, Corey, if you'd like.
No, that's where I'm going.
So as you approach and you round a corner, so you notice as the tunnel itself ends, it ends in this like open room that has another obvious exit on the other side of it from where you're coming in. So you're coming in from the southwest part of the room. There is an obvious exit to the southeast, but it's like a big open area. And there's a huge, massive pile of rusting old mining equipment. Clearly centuries old, like hundreds of years old. And it litters the ground in this large area. Strikingly, the pile of equipment also includes about 100 feet worth of ripped minecart tracks. And a large creature rests upon the pile. Very similar appearance to, if you can remember back to book 1.
I do.
Iglomionite, the magnetic creature from the Shiver Skull cave.
Yeah, we gave him something and he gave us information, I believe.
Yeah, and let me show the picture to the rest of the party so you can see what we're talking about.
Died. Ew. Yeah. He's like an earth elemental, right? He went through, did he go through that portal that we found?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yeah.
He's
one of the
an
people
earth
that
elemental.
was smart enough not to team up with us.
You're absolutely correct. He is an earth elemental. This is an earth elemental. And as you round the corner, the creature notices you. Sorry, you did not roll well.
I never roll well on stealth. I don't know why I bothered training it.
How'd I do?
Oh, you rolled really well.
Nice.
We're
So
off
I
to a
can say
struggle,
I'm
right?
all alone. No, I'm not going to say
Well,
that.
I mean, Zaba stayed back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, as he looks up, I don't have obvious weapons, so I'll just... Hi?
Yeah. Hey, you're coming into my territory. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Syl. Me and my friends are traveling through. We're looking for some bad guys that we think have gone through here. No disrespect.
Don't you dare steal any of my magnetic spoils. These are mine, you see. And he reaches out an arm, and you can see part of the rusting metal start to shiver as something flies into his hand.
Oh,
These are my magnetic precious
never.
jewels.
I mean, those look pretty amazing, but I completely respect that they're yours. We have no interest in staying here or taking any of your things if you don't mind us just going through. We'd really appreciate it.
Let me check. What do you all speak?
I speak
Big dragon.
Common and Shadow Tongue and Salad.
Across us, we have Common, Kothian, Draconic, Necrol, Orpalic, Shadow Tongue, and Thalassic.
Okay. Well, Zong, how do I know that you're not going to go after my treasures?
I mean, all your treasures here, right? We can just go through, and then we won't be by your treasure anymore.
I don't trust yous. So at this point, it's gonna require some kind of diplomacy check. Talk him into it.
Do you know
Public,
what
right? I'm highly trained
Yeah.
in diplomacy as well. Ew. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the clicky.
No, you're fine. So it's like, how do I know that I believe you? How can I trust you?
I mean, what would put you at ease? Do you want us to stay on this wall as we go through, or I can come stand next to you as my friends go through as an assurance that they're not going to take anything?
Okay, as long as none of you get close to my treasures here, my delight.
Absolutely. We will go through one at a time, staying close to this wall. And I'll look back and, motion Zaba forward as, he's in my sight. Sure, you could hear what I said. Just to warn you, there's 4 of us, so no surprises. I'm going to step forward, and I take a step forward, still very far away from his stuff. Zaba, do you want to tell everyone else to come forward? You're muted.
Yeah, I'll definitely give the other two the way forwards before stepping up to follow you.
Great. Zaba, go ahead, walk through, stay close to this wall. I'll, keep narrating as I stand and...
Yeah, you're a big guy.
Look,
Just passing through, I guess.
And again, he is making a show of how much he approves and delights in his magnetic treasures as you see him magnetically summoning different parts, different metals and equipment.
You're
You
very
guys,
impressive.
you better be careful when you get down into them caves.
Right-click your character and then click on the little fire icon.
Thank you. Jesus Christ, I was like, I can't.
Good. Vesuviac, Timothy, stay close to that wall. What do you think we need to be careful of? Do you know of anything in particular down there?
Hold on, you need to add torches to your character, don't you?
Yeah, also, I had a room glass that let me see for an hour, I'm pretty sure, in the dark.
Once a day. Yeah.
Yeah,
once
once
per
a day, and
day.
I haven't used it. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to activate this. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Well, it was one of you little mortals had come in earlier, and they didn't seem to survive too long.
Oh. Were they us or?
I shouldn't say that. They survived, but they didn't last very long with what they found. I heard some screaming, and then I heard some shuffling and some barricading. Yeah, it's they're down the hall.
Do you know what they found? Does someone
There's
else
only one
live
thing
here?
that's further on, and that's the old matron, Alushrixa.
Do you have any advice on how to deal with her? I mean, we don't want to upset her any more than we wanted to upset you.
I don't want to upset her either, so I'm not going to tell you.
It's fair. These others that came through, were they fleshy like us, or did they have feathers?
As just some strange mortal being. Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's some that come through here every now and then. They made some kind of deal with her, with the Sapphire Drake, and she lets them through.
I see. They must not have honored that deal if she's upset with them now, though.
But that's another person.
I see. All right. Well, we appreciate the safe passage. Is there another exit, or will we have to come back through here to get out?
There's a bunch of different exits around here, but this is the one that's most used. And again, the further you get into the cave, the more the walls here start to shimmer and gleam.
This is really impressive.
So you find yourselves now at a T intersection. So like I mentioned, you're coming in from the south. You're heading east from the southeast corner of that previous room. And the cavern kind of heads east and then kind of turns to the northeast. But there's a T intersection where it also juts to the south. Now when you get there, there's it looks like some kind of barricade of sorts at the end of that T intersection, or the end of the hallway that heads to the south. But there's definitely a glowing blue light coming from the northeast.
All right, which way you guys want to go? Bit of you want stoppage that way, but I can push through probably.
I mean, we might as well check. Maybe it's people who've gotten away from the cultists.
Yeah, that would.
All right,
Yeah,
so the end of the tunnel here is blocked again by this weird barricade. It's a wall that seems to be, how do I want to say it? It almost looks like it was organically grown. Like the rock and the stones and the crystals that are creating this barricade almost give you the impression that they don't belong to this tunnel system. They were grown organically somehow.
Would I be able to actually know anything? Because I do have a lore skill about farming or...
Yeah, so here, it would be a nature check, but what lore do you have?
farming, esoteric, genealogy, heraldry, herbalism.
Yeah, give me
I got plus 20 in nature.
Yeah,
So
make that
master at
nature. I think the nature check would probably be better. All right. Yeah. So Timothy, as you see this, and Zaba's kind of walked up to it, just looking at inspecting it, you believe that the barrier was most likely created by an Orthuni or Othruni. Othruni. Yeah. So Othrunis they're fey creatures. They're fey creatures. So this was most likely created by a fey of some sort.
Yeah, Timothy tells him that's like, yeah, this is definitely some fey created this. It's impressive at least. I don't think we're gonna be able to get past it.
That is what you think, but I'm sure we can burn or cut or smash through any wall that really is, hollow behind. It's just a matter of how much time it takes.
Yeah, exactly, Zaba, because looking at this after taking a glance, that it's going to take at least 3 of you pounding at this thing for about 3 to 4 hours in order to rip it down.
So it's thick enough that we don't think we could, shout through it to communicate whoever?
No.
Okay.
Well, you could probably. Well, actually, no. I wouldn't say
try
that.
At
Yeah,
least.
you could try. You could try shouting through it if there is. You just don't know what's behind it.
Timothy, what do you know about these Athruni? Are they tend to be mean-spirited, or are they helpful?
Mr. DM, would I know anything about the Athruni, at least in general?
You know
if
that they're
they are?
chaotic. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a fey creature. They're creatures of chaos.
I mean, most that I know is that they are chaos. It's not much that I do know, but there could be one of 2 reasons why they did this. One, maybe to keep themselves protected, or 2, just as a barrier, or trying to keep something safe. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, either way, they're probably not someone from town. I don't think there's many Fae that live in Rumflank, so
Yeah,
probably not our concern.
I personally wouldn't mess with it.
All right, keep going. You can always come back later.
Yeah.
All right, moving through. Why don't you and Vesuviac stay here again, and Zab and I will scout ahead?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Here's another. Oops.
Yeah, I just turned off the torch just because you don't really need to have it on because there's light now.
I will still try to sneak. Oops. I don't know why that didn't roll secretly, even though I have it. Oh, it's private instead of
Fine.
secret. My bad. I can pretend that I think I'm awesome at this. Sneak.
So yeah, as I mentioned, the tunnel kind of curves towards the northeast, and then it opens up into a bright blue chamber that's surrounded by walls of sparkling blue. That with this orb of glowing light in the center of it, it just dazzles in here. It's very, very pretty. Within the chamber stands a muscular, sapphire-colored dragon. Eyes gleaming in anticipation, based off of that roll, Rachel.
Yeah.
Her voice, sends a chill down your spine. You're the ones they told me about then. Good, this should be fun. You could prepare to die. And before we roll initiative, let me reveal what she looks like.
Good.
Boy.
Bacon. Not gonna be good.
Change the soundtrack.
Allow me to change it to something more foreboding.
Uh-huh. There's this artist that I really like called Disembodied Tyrant, who did this crossover EP with a extreme technical death metal band called Synthesia, where they did 4 classical music tracks as complete super heavy metal covers. And that's what we're getting.
And initiative's up and running for
Oh
you folks.
boy!
just a simple 40 on initiative from this
Jesus
monster.
fucking Christ.
Do I get to roll, or does my stealth probably is my initiative? Right?
Yeah, your stealth's likely your initiative,
Yeah.
so
I can click it and then you can move me if you want.
I don't want to roll. Like, I don't want to roll nat 20 for my fucking initiative, man.
You might need it.
Yeah, but I could have used that nat 20 somewhere else.
You take them when you can get them.
I know. I know, I'm going to say.
all right. Are your loins sufficiently girded?
Yes.
Not quite, but yes, let's go for it.
All right. Well, as soon as she says, prepare to die, she's gonna let out what dragons like to do. How about a nice breath attack?
Crazy.
This is great,
know,
actually.
right?
They can only get Syl. This is the best time. Now it's on at least some form of cooldown.
Some of them are lines, though.
I can't see it. Can't hit me.
Oh, you can't? Okay. Oops.
Oh.
So they're going
Maybe I
to walk forward and then spray that cone onto Syl. All right. Let me. Yeah, right there's perfect. So give me this reflex save, Syl.
Okie dokie.
Critical success.
Yay, acrobatic.
That is fine. But as they open up their mouth, they let off these flaming blue crystals from their breath weapon. And the area here becomes jagged and piercing and spiky. The entire area where she sprayed.
Gross.
All right. And we will pass the turn to Timmy Tim.
Fuck. Okay. I really have to go next. Great. Okay.
You don't have to. You could always hold or delay.
I wanna wait until after Zaba goes. That way I can give Zaba wiggle room to actually get past me.
All right, Zaba,
we
your
can
turn.
move through each other. It's
That's
fine.
true. But I wanna wait until after he goes.
All right, Zaba, it is your turn.
That it is. All right. Well, can't just let Syl sit up there and get eaten by a dragon. So, fortunately, it's going to be a couple of moves. But thanks to raging immediately, I've got enough movement.
And are you jumping over those?
I'm doing math because I have 70 feet of movement with a charge action.
And leaping is its own action.
Yes, so I'll have to go through it. Accounting for difficult terrain, I will step directly through 3 squares and remain within it.
Okay.
Pretty much putting myself... Where was it? Right there. Smack dab in front of the dragon.
All right.
I'll make a strike at the end of my movement, but I'm guessing you're going to do something awful.
Yeah,
to me
you
in
need to give me
midst.
3 reflex saves for each of those squares.
Cool.
So they're all the same. Oh,
First one, no problem.
no problem on the first one. Success
Doing
on the
all right
second one, that'll be
second.
half damage.
You know what? We're doing okay.
Okay, so 2 successes. So that's going to be half damage on both of these. So the first one, half of that, and then the second one.
Cool.
I rolled 15 on both of them, so you take 7 on both. So 14 total. Now, that's not it. That's not all. Because as you approach and you stop and you stand in the square that you're standing, Elushrixa just looks at you. Oh, dumb demon. And you seem to have stepped onto some kind of plate that discharges this nasty blue flame.
It's cool. Nothing we could do to avoid it. We're trapped in the entry of a cave.
So
Gotta move in.
here's the reflex save for that.
Better me than someone else.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Hey, and that's a success. So 14 total.
No big. The first
the
damage
creature-
I've actually taken.
The creature is limbed with blue flame, causing you... All right, here we go. So that blue flame that just shot up around you, it's almost like it's what's the gel? The fire,
Like napalm?
yeah, almost like it's like just sticks to you. It like sticks to you, making you basically giving you a weakness to fire.
Okay.
And that is your turn. So or that is it. I'm done. So you can have the rest of your
Cool.
turn now.
So as the end of my charge, I will strike. Perfect. That's about what I expected to happen. I miss because I used all those good rolls making all those other checks. And then I'll make an exacting strike so that this one or my next one, next one will cost against my map. Yeah, there's the second miss. Luckily, that's all I got actually. Cool.
You only get why? Because
I had to charge to get in there.
you did 2 movements. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you set up a dummy thick area of difficult terrain just as you enter. It is difficult terrain, right?
It is. Let me double check. I don't think it's difficult. I think it's just
okay. Because I did
No, it is.
all
Sorry,
of my
you're
math. Okay, cool.
It is
I
difficult
presumed
terrain.
it was. I should have actually asked.
No, it is.
Because if
You're
not,
right.
I could have gotten out of it.
All right, Timmy, you're up.
All right, cool. First action is going to be drawing my gun and getting that ready. My second is going to be, what is it? I'm actually going to move up a little bit to at least be, right, like, yes, right there, actually. So that way I'm at least 35 feet away from this thing. I believe that's a safe distance to be from it. My last action I want to do is I want to do a glimpse not glimpse vulnerability, the knowledge check one. Just so
Recall knowledge?
Yes, I want to recall knowledge. Sorry, I'm
Yep.
in a brain fog.
So target it and then roll the recall
Yes.
knowledge from the extras box.
Yes, shall do this. Okay. Thank you. And recall knowledge. There we go.
All right. Let me double check here and... Okay. No, you just know it's a dragon.
Fuck. All right.
That's about it.
But wish I could actually get better information. All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Timothy just doesn't quite know what this creature is.
Other than it's a dragon.
Well, Vesuviac, you see another one of your kind, but not an eternal one.
Yep, and not one that is willing to negotiate from what it seems. So I'm going to take a stride action and move just a little bit further. And then I'm going to take my second action and cast, or my second and third actions here. And with Implement of Destruction, does both the weapon and the enemy have to be within 30 feet of me?
Well, can you pop that spell out for me? Into the chat?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and click cast, because that's what I want to do if I
Okay.
can.
One enemy and one weapon that is either unattended or wielded by you or a willing ally. So, range 30 feet. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't... If you want to cast it on Zaba's weapon, then you can.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to cast Implement of Destruction on Zaba's weapon against the dragon.
All right, and so whenever Zaba swings, the creature has to make a will save. All right. If you could keep track of that for me, that'd be great. Yeah, just remind me. And then Syl.
Yeah, it seems like this terrain might be an issue, so I'm going to take 2 actions to activate my boots, which give me a plus 10 to my speed for 8 hours, because it's heightened, and then I will leap, which is now a 15-foot leap over
Nice.
this mucky muck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good call.
And that's it.
Well, she gets to go next now. And she is going to take us... Oh, let's see here. I want to read what this does. Make... Yeah, she will take a step. And then will target Zaba, who, as she says, doesn't look like you can hit me now, can you, demon? let's hope to see that your friends can do better than that. As she will Draconic Frenzy for her last 2 actions and target Zaba with the Fang. So that off guard made it a critical. Oh, wow. 2d12, I roll an 11 and a 1. And then two tail swipe. Natural 1 on that. And then her third tail swipe is a natural 4. That's also going to be a miss. So she critically bites you, taking a good chunk of amphibious flesh out of your shoulder, but completely whiffs on the 2 tails.
Honestly, based on quick math, this thing has to roll a 1 to hit me. So, no big shock. At this level, that's just how it would be. Everything hits, unless it rolls real bad.
Yeah, it's if you're not wearing like full plate and have a shield, it's...
Even then, you're going to get yourself up to what, a 28, 29?
Well, it's your turn now, so...
Well, I retaliate.
This will be where my will saves come in.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Cute.
Alright, that's an 18 on the die, so at full attack bonus, we're not seeing any crits happening here. So you'll need a will save, and I do this much damage to you. So that'll be 25 with 6 on the d6 from my elemental. That'll be sonic. So 25, 3 of which is sonic damage.
Sounds good. Good chunk taken out of it. And
Cool.
I need to make a will save, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me scroll up. There we go. That is a success. I'm gonna pop this out and make an effect real quick. So like that I can just go back to it.
All right.
There we go. And now,
Is
so I can just
2D6.
click on that and make that will save. Perfect. All right, so Zabi, you got 2 more actions. Wait, hold on. A success does something?
Target weapon deals an additional 2d6 mental damage the first time it hits the target enemy before the end of the spell's duration.
All right, do you want to roll that 2d6, Jackson? Since it's your spell?
There you go. And it looks like that is the only time that works, based on the wording of that.
It's duration 1 minute. Oh, so it ends the spell's duration. No, it's 1 minute. The first time it is hit by the target enemy. Okay, yep, you're right. So, it's over now.
Yeah.
But hey, you got 2d6 then, so solid
Hey.
hit.
Better than nothing.
2 more actions from Zaba. Yeah. So I will say, Zaba, that when you came down with your bastard sword, you did take a good chunk and gouged through her, but her scales seemed pretty tough. So it wasn't quite as much as you were expecting. He would laugh as she wasn't shrieking out in pain as Vesuviac gave her pretty nasty headache there for a moment.
Sorry, going Jackson's spell, isn't it still in effect? It's just that if she rolls a success, it will no longer have any additional damage.
Yeah, and she rolled a success.
I think we're still rolling against the doomed.
I think you still roll, and future successes won't have an effect, but if she rolls a failure or critical failure, it will still have an effect.
Target's weapon deals an additional 2d6 mental damage the first time it's hit by the target enemy before the end of the spell's duration.
Right. So on a
Yeah,
success...
read the next one, though. The target weapon deals persistent on failure. It doesn't at any point say that the spell is expended or anything like that upon hitting. It's an ominous weapon,
Right.
is how I would interpret.
But
The
I'm saying that, like,
2d6
if she rolls a success in the future, she's not going to take the 2d6
No,
mental.
Right,
she's
but she'll still
but
roll.
if she
Right.
critically fails,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
she's
what we
still
were saying.
subject to the doomed one. Yeah,
Right.
we're still rolling will saves in the future.
Right.
Okay, I thought you were saying the rolls were all
gotcha.
done. Cool.
No,
Same
it's just
page.
like if she does another success, it's not going to take the 2d6 mental damage again. That's what Jackson was saying. It's the only time that
yeah.
affects.
Just making sure that was good.
We'll try it. I don't think I'm going to hit, but we'll find out. 18 on the die, just barely snuck it in. Let's see how we do on the second hit. 19. with 6 points of... That's a 4 fire. I'm sure that's going to be super good against this dragon.
Right. All right. And another save real quick. That's a failure this time.
Alright. So is it going to start taking 2d6 persistent mental, or it wasn't critically, so it's not doomed?
Yep, so they will take 2d6 persistent mental damage. And there you go.
Perfect. And then I'm just going to use my full move to get over to the side of it.
Okay. And you went through 2 squares?
Yeah, technically, because I'm a big boy.
All right, let me get you those saves. There you go.
Ooh. Yeah, that seems about right.
All right, so a fail and a crit fail. So full damage and then double damage. So this is the crit fail, and this is the regular or the normal fail.
I just noticed that the will save was failed, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me roll that real quick.
No, it's 2d6 persistent.
Oh,
It happens at the end of their turn.
gotcha. Okay.
Zaba's not looking great, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yeah, I know.
That blue flame that he's limbed in, like, and the fire damage he's taken from those shards, do not mix well. But it's Timmy's turn. She just lets out this growl. You think you're gonna give me a headache, and that's gonna take care of me, but it's gonna take a lot more than that.
Oh, you're fucking right. It is going to. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this. With difficult terrain, my movement's limited to half, right?
Well, each square is 10 feet instead of 5.
Oh, that's so fun. Cool. Okay. What are you
Hey,
closer to Zaba?
Can't you fly again?
If I've already used 2 of my spell slots, because we had spell slots used before this,
Well, that's right, yeah.
that's the problem. Because I'm working off of not as many spell slots as I would like, sadly. Which, really,
Yeah.
I need to be able to heal him.
You might be able to jump here, or to move here, and then jump. Do a leap action. I could get there.
The problem is what I want to do would require me to be next to him.
Yep.
I can't do that. So what I'm going to do instead is not really a good... That wouldn't work either. Sorry, give me one more second here. Okay. I am going to cast a spell. No, actually, I can't cast a spell. Never mind, because I have to touch the fucking thing. God damn it. Alright. I am going... Yeah, I'm going to have to move up. Because a lot of my spells want me to be 30 feet. And I am, unfortunately, right at 35. So I could, I guess, move up right here. I'm 30 feet. Okay, so I'm going to do one move action. So now I'm within 30 feet of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast a Torturous Trauma on this.
Okay.
Gotta make that fortitude save.
A success, not a crit success.
Yeah. So I believe it will still take damage.
It'll take half damage, yep.
Listen, that's 5d4, so that at least is something. Fuck, I rolled good for that, actually.
And she takes that damage as... What is it here? No external sign of the immense pain. As you literally torture her body, but there's no bruising or anything. She's like, I'm gonna eat you like a snack.
I mean, I am known to be a snack, so I do appreciate the compliment.
Alright, Vesuviac. Oh boy. Okay. I gotta channel my wings. Take my
Nice.
first 2 action. And then I'm going to fly 25 feet above the crystals, just so that way I can start to move closer to Zaba to be able to potentially heal, and hoping to God that the drake does not see me.
Okay, how high up are you?
Just 5 feet high,
Okay,
just to clear the crystals.
gotcha. All right, Syl, you're up.
All right, I will drop into my stance and then move straight ahead to the lovely flank that Zaba provided. Oh, I'm already targeting. And then last action will be a skirmish strike. So, slash and back up. Yeah, no good.
8 on the dice not going to do it.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do a Draconic Frenzy again. This time we're going to bite Zaba and then 2 tail swipes at Syl. Okay. Bite at Zaba. 19. Oh, shit. 19 on the die.
Like I said, a 1 hits me, so it doesn't really matter.
An 8 and a 3 for 46 total.
Damn it.
Down I go.
Dying 2.
Pretty not baller.
It only put me under by 1, but that's all it takes.
And then 2 tail swipes to Syl. First one, 9 on the die. Hit, meets, beats. So 21.
Can I do my reaction? What's it called? Tumble away or dodge away? There. So I get a +1 and I can step.
Yep. I'll allow it.
Okay. And step back 5 feet.
All right. And then for her last action, bone shaking hum.
Fuck.
Don't love that.
So everybody make me a fortitude save, except for Zaba. Zaba doesn't need to. He's not going to take it.
Pretty-
This is
Pretty not great. He's gonna... No, you're not supposed to do that.
I'm hero pointing that one.
Well, it's better than a crit fail.
Yeah, I'll take a fail over a crit fail.
Fortitude save. Sorry, give me 1 second here.
Are you within?
Yeah, sorry, I
your
found
range,
it. Give me 1
Timothy,
second.
though? Are you far
It
enough?
would be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, I did not. I don't think I made that.
no failures to everybody.
I'll take a fail, though, instead of a crit fail. Low 1.
Slowed 1.
No, it's a 20-foot burst, so it doesn't affect Timmy.
Big buck.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second.
Slowed 1 to Vesuviac and Syl.
Got it.
Okay.
Oops.
Here comes a persistent. Ooh.
There we go.
Thank God for that persistence. Probably gonna really help us out. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is fucking stupid, but this is what I'm gonna need to do. With my movement here, I'm gonna have to walk through a few of these tiles.
Well, you could also take a leap action. It's 1 action and you just jump 10 feet.
Okay, then I would like to leap if I can.
You can leap to there.
Okay. I make my leap,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna look at this thing, and I'm gonna do a really dumb spell in the hopes that it will distract this thing. I'm going to cast Roaring Applause. I have had this spell unlocked for this exact purpose.
It's such a good spell.
And so Timothy is going to do with a flourish and a cape, look to this creature and smile to him. And he said, "You did call me a snack, so I personally would love to talk with you a little bit more. So why don't you keep your eyes on me? We can have a lovely conversation, just the 2 of us." And as he's saying that, he looks to Vesuviac, pointed like, "Go help out Zaba."
Guess what? She failed, so she slowed 1. As long as you sustain it,
I'm gonna keep sustaining it, man.
the target applauds you so vigorously, so all of her attention is focused on you now. As you say, saying, "You called me a snack," and all of her attention is on you. And this triggers reactions based on the manipulate trait, but doesn't matter. So she is slowed 1 as long as you sustain this spell. This is great.
Timothy the Dragon Tamer, I see how it is.
Pretty much. That's 2 dragons you've...
Successfully wooed.
All right, Vesuviac.
I gotta think about that last comment too hard and just gonna cast heal on Zaba.
Big boy heal. Here we go. Oh, that is a big boy heal.
Take all of it. That's all I can do.
God damn. Yeah, 66 right back. Almost got Zaba up to half.
I didn't hear no bell.
Good chunk.
And that's your 2 turns, yeah, because you only have 2 actions. All right, Syl, 2 actions for you.
Yep. I will do the same as last, so I'll move forward and strike with a skirmish strike. Nope.
Natural 1.
many hero points do I have? Just one. Okay, no. And stepping back next to Timothy.
Yep. Next episode, I believe, is when we refresh.
Yeah.
Well, Zaba, you're prone. Your weapon's laying right next to you. But you're almost back up to half.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. But luckily, Timothy's applause does more than they realize. So I guess I'll do the smart thing. I'll take an action to pick up my weapon, an action to stand up, and then my final action, I'll just hit the fucking dragon.
Do it.
No, I won't.
Distracting this thing. What do you mean?
All right. Well, she's going. All right, Draconic Frenzy.
So as per Timothy's spell,
Yep.
at the start of their round, they burn their first action, essentially clapping, and that triggers the manipulate action, I believe,
That's correct.
which would trigger my attack of opportunity.
Correct.
So I'm going to hit them at the start of their turn.
What's up, motherfucker?
I wasn't targeted, apparently.
But that's a hit.
Hit that will
Hey,
save,
No,
please.
it's not. No, it's not. Never mind. It's not a hit because
you can slow.
you don't have flank. There's
yeah.
nobody opposite of you. So
All right.
barely missed.
All right.
Just barely.
Continue murdering us. That's all I got.
All right, Timmy. Draconic Frenzy, you're getting targeted with the bite.
I mean, by all means, please target me.
Oh, why'd you taunt it?
Is that doubles already, by any chance?
That is, yeah.
Oh, cool. I just had to make sure. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, target me. It takes
Listen.
over half of their health.
Look, this was why I needed at least to have a beat so that way somebody else could heal you, man. Yeah, you're gonna
Concentration
don't crit
check
again.
still a thing?
No. Well, and
That's
hit
good.
Syl with one tail strike.
Yeah. Dodge won't matter. Okay.
Just fucking wait! It struck at me, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. Haha! Hold on, I can actually use a reaction.
So 24 on the tail strike to you, Syl.
Well, it probably wouldn't even fucking do much. Is that the?
Okay, what reaction are you gonna do?
Well, I was gonna use Blazing Spirit, but I realized it probably might not assist because it's a
It's fire. Yeah.
yeah. Like, well, shit. Okay. Fuck.
All right. And her final action, she is going to walk away.
Wait, is she slowed?
Yeah, she's slowed, isn't she?
But yeah, you're right. Never mind. Yeah, duh. She doesn't get an action. She frenzied and used all her action.
Yeah, she clapped at me. So I'm pretty boy.
All right,
Okay.
so that's 6 mental,
Cool. All right.
and we go back and we go to Timothy.
So I guess one action is to still retain the spell, right?
Yep, to sustain it.
Yep, one is to sustain it. I am going to drink one of my elixirs of life just to help me out.
All right, so so that will be a reach into the pocket and then a drink.
And then to heal, yeah. But I'm still sustaining it, so Timothy is
Oh.
gonna once again be like,
No, you
are
targeted
Yeah.
it.
Sorry, I did not mean to target it. I saw it targeted. Sorry.
Let me get rid of that 15. So you take the 15.
Yes, and I already applied it to myself. Sorry. But yeah, Timothy is just gonna keep being like, wow, look at you strike. Your skills are just so marvelous. And goodness gracious. And he's like looking to Vesuviac, being like, get him higher help, please. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a crazy situation to meet you in this cave.
All right, now we go to Vesuviac.
All right, Vesuviac is going to fly and touch down a little bit behind Zaba, just so that way he's no longer hovering over dangerous crystals.
All
And
right.
then he's going to take his next 2 actions to do another heal on Zaba.
Nice.
Another 63 for you.
To me again?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool. Yeah, we're back like over a full Timothy at this point.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so you're up.
Yep, I will. Yep. Skirmish strike by stepping in this time. I'm going to roll double digits.
Hey, you rolled double digits. You got
Yeah.
15.
22 damage total and the persistent, and then I will just strike more.
Took some of that damage. Those scales are really, really tough.
One of it was bludgeoning. One of my damage was bludgeoning. And the last swing. Nope. Okay. Standing next to it at least.
Well, Zaba, you're up.
Alrighty. Well, knowing how the map's been going on this thing, I can't count on my third strike. So I might as well swing for the fences with my first one. So first strike, I will make a vicious swing.
Nice.
But yeah, that's gonna do it.
2. Yeah, 2 on the dice, not what you're looking for.
Alright, and then my second strike will be a follow-up assault at least, so I get a small boost. Backswing.
Oh, there you go.
Just barely, but it hits.
I'll need that will save.
You're
Just 28 points of damage all in, with 1 point of that being acid.
16 on the will save, just a normal success, but like we said,
We already got that.
doesn't take the 2d6 mental. All right. And again, she spends her first action effectively slowed, clapping, triggering reactions from you all if you have them.
What was
Hey, Zaba, get that reaction off.
Not a follow-up, this is just a straight strike.
That's a hit.
Right. Somehow I untargeted it, but that's fine.
Yes! Yes!
28 points of damage once again, with 3 of it being... I have to roll a d6. I'm like, oh, where's my indicator dice? 3 of it being acid.
All right. And she is going to spend her her second action effectively trying to chomp at Syl.
Okie dokie.
3 on the die is a miss. And then going to back herself up.
Fuck!
Timmy, your turn. Oh, hold on. I got mental damage and I got persistent mental, persistent bludgeoning to deal with. So here's the mental, here's the bludgeoning, and here's the recovery rolls.
This chip damage is coming through.
Yeah.
Okay, now Timothy, you're good.
Okay. So,
She, by the way, she was laughing at you, and then shook her draconic head, like trying to shake the cobwebs.
yeah.
It's like, oh, what are you doing to me? Stop it! And then bites at Syl and backs herself up into the corner.
First action is going to be keeping up the spell. And he's going to say, my dear, what you're under is the Bono charm. And I'm going to use Vision of Death, 5th rank motherfucker, on this thing.
All right. 8 on the die is a fail.
Holy shit.
Get ready for 10d6 mental damage.
And frightened too. Oof, duh. And you just see her cower as her brain gets flooded with a vision, but you're not exactly sure what it is. But she just like immediately her eyes close and her neck like curls back up and no, stop it! Stop it! All right, Vesuviac. That is huge. Frightened too. Oof.
And slowed 1. Get ready, mother.
Yeah,
Shit's
this is where Timothy's cooking with gas with all those debuffs.
Kind of viewing this now as the dragon having been defeated. Like, Vesuviac is taking their language as if they are yielding. So Vesuviac is going to fly 20 feet over to Timothy, and I gotta do a quick battle medicine check.
Thank you.
I don't think Zaba's gonna take it as a
Oh,
surrender.
there's no way, man.
There you go.
Woo.
And then for my final trick, I'm just gonna raise my shield in case I'm wrong.
Okay. Syl?
Yeah, I'm going to move forward. Timothy made it frightened, which means it's off guard. Or whatever, for my purposes. So I will move up and swing.
A 4 on the die is not going to do it.
And swing again. I'll roll better next time.
Not a 3 either. All right, Zaba.
Seeing as this dragon was a dick, I will stride and finish it from the flank because we need all those bonuses we can get. Make sure to target it.
It's a hit.
Oh,
Because of the
Just
frightened 2,
barely.
probably.
Because of the Frightened 2.
wow. I thought I had wasted it. That is 36 points of damage, 6 of which is void.
But how do you kill it?
I'll run it through, and then I want to grab its head and smash it down on a stalagmite.
All right.
God of War
Stalactite,
ass
whichever
kill.
one comes from the floor. Yeah, very God of War. Like, I'm button smashing, just circle and square back and forth to get the finishing move.
Yeah. Stalagmites are from the floor. Stalactite are from the ceiling because they cling tight to the ceiling.
Right, I had it right.
All right. And that is the combat.
Just bullied a dragon. What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Bono effect, baby. That's what happened.
A lizard stuck.
Now, Vesuviac, you know dragons. So I'll let you know that Sapphire dragons is what she was. They tend to have really large hordes. And you know that they never are like away from their hordes. So there is likely a dragon horde around here somewhere.
I think I know exactly where it is. I looked at Timothy and go, can you wait here a second? I gotta go check and see if that Fae stuff went away.
Yeah, for sure. And like Timothy like collapses like onto the ground. He's like, oh my god, that was a lot. Oh fuck, I was scared.
Do the rest of you want to search while he's doing that?
Yeah, there's this
Search
big
the chamber.
blue orb too, right?
Well, yeah, that's just
Ambience.
bioluminescent lighting.
Then yes, sir.
All right, so give me some secret perception checks.
Do secret perception check too while I'm here.
And Vesuviac, while you're down there, the wall's still up.
Okay, I make my way back.
Okay, so Zaba, you notice that there's another trap right here and another trap right here, so you can point them out and group can avoid it. Syl, you found a secret door right in that wall. It's just to the northeast of this chamber.
Like to check it for traps. Oh,
And as you're checking it from traps, it's not trapped, but it opens, and you find a treasure hoard.
There it is.
I will look for more ground traps as I step in. Do you want me to?
No, there's no more traps.
Just gotta check. Found it. Zaba, how much of this can you carry?
I can carry a lot of stuff.
Because we have a lot of stuff.
I'm going to check the bag of holding. What's its weight?
There you go.
Oh. I will throw that in the party loot. Looks like 700 gold pieces worth of stuff. Timothy, do you detect magic? Is that a thing you do?
Yeah, hold on. I can detect magic. What do you have for me to detect?
I mean, just make sure none of these random things in here are magic as we're piling them into... Oh, and there's more. Here's some magic things.
I can carry 49 bulk worth of random stuff.
Yeah, so I have a couple of checks if you want to identify what these are.
Hey.
There you go.
Let's use my highest ones, which is nature.
And here's the second one. Oh, Timothy, you got a critical success on the first one. So that's another 10 minutes.
Can I heal as he's doing this? Heal myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'm also gonna top off Timothy.
I'm fine. Trust me.
Gonna top off Timothy.
So you know that the first one is an elemental gem.
Never mind.
What this is this, you can crack it open and it can it's like casting a 5th level summon elemental. So I will drag that into the party loot. And then, did you roll for that second item, Timmy?
I did not, but I can.
And go for it.
Give me another minute. Hold on, let me check this one.
A natural 20. So this is going to be something you're going to want.
Is it really?
Look what... I'm going to throw it into this party stash.
Like, let me look in there.
In the consumables.
Let me look.
Jason, I accidentally made my healing private. Can you reveal that for me?
There you go.
Thanks. I'm going to heal Saba.
The 25s for me?
Do you want me to tell you what it was,
next
Timmy?
one.
I'm looking right now. Sorry, it took me a second. I was like, how the fuck can I find this? Yeah, that'd be...
It's right underneath the elemental gem.
Underneath elemental gem.
So it's in the consumables.
Yeah.
I could just also drag it to your character sheet. That might be easier.
Oh, it's ammunition.
Spell strike ammunition, type 4. So you can. The spell must be of a spell level. The ammunition can hold. Yada yada yada. Basically, you can put a spell into a bullet. Let you become a magus for 1 attack.
That rules.
And that's where we're going to leave it off, folks, as the party heals up and starts carving up the dragon for monster parts. And yeah, anything you guys want to say before we call it an episode?
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we
appreciate you all.
Appreciate everybody. Thanks for listening. We will see you all next week, and may your party never end.
May your party never end.
The Jewel of the Indigo Isles Adventure Path is copyright 2023. All logos, titles, and artwork are property of Skyscraper Studios and Roll for Combat and used with permission. Pathfinder is a trademark of Paizo Incorporated. The theme music is written and performed by Robbie Whiplash.